In this video, I'm going to be taking you all through the process of pimping out my first ever car, my 2007 Toyota Prius. But first, a little backstory. So this car has been in my family for what feels like forever to me, but to be exact, came into my life in 2009. I was 7 years old and in all honesty was like, alright. But little did I know how much this technologically innovative, arguably funny looking so-called hipster car would impact my life. The Prius for me first took place as my mom's daily driver for work, where my parents would be happy on saving money for gas and stuff like that. For little old me, it was a place where I would sit and listen to whatever ungodly, boring news radio station my mom would play, and be driven to stuff like, well, essentially volleyball practice, because that was the only thing going on in elementary school me's life. That experience stayed pretty much the same, with the occasional really long family road trip where, in all honesty, I would be passed out in the back or complaining about how long the drive was. Until the year 2019. 3 years ago now, which is crazy to think about. 2019 was the year I was finally able to get my license. Through all the stupidly boring in-classroom lessons and the oddly aggressive in-car lessons.
Oh, my God, sharp turn. Okay. You're in the middle of the road. Is this where you want to be?
I was finally prepared to take my driving test. In anticipation, I could already see my future self, driving to see my friends all the time, getting drive-through, road trips with my friends, changing a tire. I had absolutely no idea what was in store for me, and I was excited. And you know what car I took for the test? The 2007 Toyota Prius, baby.
So you won't be asked to do anything contrary to the law. Your driving capabilities will be noted and assessed during the test. When observed and looking around, please move your head, not just your eyes. Head to the exit, turn right. Good luck. Do uphill park with the curb. Pull beside the car, do parallel park.
For a little context, at that moment of the test, I thought for sure I had failed. I didn't do well with parking, and the only thing I knew about this guy testing me is he had previously failed my friend before. So, needless to say, my nerves were racing.
So you might diminish your standards, park the car. So you passed. Upgrade you to the G2, buddy.
That was it. I officially had my license. Well, the second part of a three-part system. It's called a G2. But anyways, I was finally, after all these years, able to drive a car of my own, and I accomplished the feat in the good old trusty Toyota Prius. It was the first car my parents would allow me to drive, mainly because they didn't care about it much, but that didn't bother me. It was a car with 4 wheels and an engine. That's all I needed to see my dreams come to fruition. Driving to see friends, going on road trips, running the engine on absolutely no oil to where it was so loud it was hurting my ears, but not knowing anything was wrong until my dad got in the car and said, "What are you, crazy? You're running the car with no oil?" In all honesty, I had no idea cars needed oil. Oh, and getting food. You know, the normal teenager car driving experience. This 4-cylinder hatchback hybrid with a gray interior and gray exterior seats 5 and fits a boatload of stuff, but it doesn't have the sort of flashiness that I desire while driving. So I decided, let's pimp the sucker out. First, to start the pimping experience, I decided to install some Govee interior car lights. They illuminate the foot mats of the car and let me RGBify them, and oh boy, was this a roller coaster of emotions installing these things. Originally, I tried installing the lights outside, but since it was wickedly cold in Canada at the moment, I decided to scrap that idea and install them in the garage to help protect me from the elements. First, I was super overwhelmed with all the cords and everything, but after watching some YouTube videos and a little help from my dad, I was on my way.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll be back with a hairdryer. One on. Oh, 3 more to go. So now we're gonna need to do the cable routing. So what I've done is I brought all the wiring along the little, plastic bits. I don't know exactly what they're called, sorry. And I tucked them all in to the portions there and the ones on the other side too. But yeah, you can see the undercarriage and then you can see the wiring coming in. It's a pretty easy install once I kind of figured out what to do.
I finally had it installed. The cables all out of sight and everything hooked up. I was super excited and tried to go and turn the car on. and the battery was dead. Turns out the alarm that was going off while I had the doors open, which I ignored for the sake of actually being able to install the lights, dropped the battery down to absolutely nothing. After the painstakingly hard process of getting to the battery, it took me, and, well, mostly my dad,
There's a little thing in here. Hey.
trying 3 different battery packs to finally get the car running again.
So is that one more heavy duty than the other one?
Yeah.
Oh. Yep.
Oh, give it some gas.
Right when it did, we promptly ran it on the highway for about 45 minutes straight to hopefully charge the battery back up. Right after that, I went to Canadian Tire, where I got the next item for pimping the Prius, car scent trees.
Hello, new tree. Whew, that's pungent.
Directly after that, I wanted to have the car look its absolute best, so I took it to the car wash. Finally, after all this, I decided to get some people's reactions on what I had done with the car.
Oh, I was right about the lights somewhere.
Whatever color you want. And you can also set it to go with music and everything.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's really...
That was my good friend Tiago. Now let's see what my mom and dad have to say about the lights.
And the nice thing also, if you drop something, you can find it easy.
There you go.
So.
Yeah.
Do purple.
Purple.
Oh.
Yeah.
For some of my thoughts, I thought the lights are a great addition to my car. Although they took a long time to install and may not be for everyone, I still like them.
Okay, well, that's the video, everyone. Please make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed, and make sure to check out my socials that are linked in my description.